guys, I hope that you're well. You might hear the wind pelting against the window. It's really like windy. But how are you? How was your Sunday? I'm going to do some skincare with you. Today I had like a chill Sunday, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I pretty much just like laid about. Took her out first thing, obviously. The ice is pretty much nearly cleared. What is crazy is because it wasn't really sunny, but the field that we go to play ball at, where we were at this morning, half of it was still icy, and then I went there like an hour later, maybe 2 hours later, and the ice was like pretty much gone. I was like, what? I pretty much just took her out for a walk and cleaned up, and my mum came up for a bit. We just pretty much chilled, and I got a shower and stuff this morning. It's pretty much been the highlight of my day. But it was nice, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you need days to just do nothing. I've been listening to a lot of music today, just vibing out. Like, I get in these moods where I like just listen to music and I could just vibe out for a long time. Whether it's like dancing around the house or just like literally like just sitting there like vibing out to it. But yeah, so basically I'm going to tell you a quick story. So one of you were saying, you asked the question, have I ever fainted? So I have fainted once. Well, I actually fainted twice. Well, we'll count it once. We'll just count the once. The second time it was more like a collapse. Like I was still aware of what was going on. But anyway, this was years and years and years ago. So I was at the doctor's. I was at the clinic. Wait there. Sorry, I'm pouring like serum on my fingers. I'll just be honest, it was a sexual clinic because this was after me and my ex, not my recent ex, like the one before that, broke up and he cheated on me. So I was like, I'm just going to just, you know, just to make sure everything is all good. But anyway, so my cousin went with me. So me and my cousin went, and we were waiting for like, this was like before COVID, but for some reason the waiting times were like crazy because it was like packed out. So we were waiting we were waiting in the waiting area for like an hour, no joke. Like it was crazy. I was like, I was like, should we just fucking go home, like actually fuck it? And she was like, well, we waited this long because like for the first like 45 minutes or whatever we were just like chatting shit. But then I started to get like really hungry. Really hungry. I was like, if my name's not called, then like fuck this, like let's just go and get food. So that was fine, and we waited anyway, and my name was called, and so that was grand. Got sorted. I was all clear, by the way. But got sorted. That was fine. But so first of all, I got called and I got checked and everything was all good. I think they would take bloods, I can't remember why, but it was because they were like, I could do like a quick check now, or I could do like a full check, and I was like, do you know what? God knows where he's been, so just do a full check. So I had to wait like another while. So fast forward, I got called in, and it was this like Asian like student nurse, like she was very young. So keep in mind, I have had no food, right? And she puts the needle in to obviously like take my bloods and stuff. And I am sitting up in the chair, right? And the next thing I know, I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm like, wait, what's happening here? What just happened? And she just was like, oh my god. And she starts freaking out, right? I was obviously our first person that ever fainted. Like, and as I said, she was like a student nurse, and she was calling for someone and nobody came. So I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And she was like, you faint. And by the way, I'm not being racist, because the funny thing is, like, I obviously have an Irish accent, but I don't think my accent is that thick. Obviously I speak very fast, like, so she couldn't understand me and I couldn't understand her. And then eventually she just starts stuffing bread in my mouth. I was just sitting there being like, what the fuck is happening? And she just goes, and she just keeps stuffing more and more, and I'm like, oh my my god, like she just kept saying like, no, 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 you need to eat, you need to eat. And yeah, she just kept stuffing bread in my mouth. And I was like, can you get my cousin Rebecca? And my cousin, my cousin went out, like they went out and they called for Rebecca, but Rebecca was like, I'm not being seen, that's weird, it must be a different Rebecca. So she didn't come for ages, and she came back and I was like, no, go on, just please get my cousin. So she went back out, she got Rebecca. Rebecca came in and she said I was lying like half dead, and she just busted out laughing. And I was like, no, it's not the time. And yeah, long story short, because I like she literally just put the needle in and I just fainted apparently, and I was like, yeah, I have an A, and like we've been here for like 2 hours. It's so fun. It was traumatic while I was there, but it was so funny. Like every time I think about it, I laugh. If I chat about it to my cousin, like pissing ourselves, like just it was so funny. I think I'm actually kind of glad that happened because it was making a light out of a bad situation. But yeah. So that's my fainting story. So it happened in a sexual clinic. Not ideal. I probably should not be putting this on the internet, but whatever. I'm so glad that I'm not like, because it's weird because I'm not like squirmish at all with blood or anything. Like obviously if they're, who likes injections? Nobody, like, well maybe people do, but I don't. But when they're putting it in, like I just look away, like it's not a big deal. But the fact that she just kept stuffing bread in my mouth, and the fact that she couldn't understand me and I couldn't understand her, it was hilarious. Obviously it was bad at the time, but looking back now it's very funny. But as soon as my cousin came in, like she just erupted with laughter. And then when we were leaving, like I was like, I need to get fucking food ASAP, so we went and got food, and she was like still laughing for like half an hour later. And I think it probably, because the girl kind of seemed a bit tense, and I was like, is this her first day? Is this her first day? She seemed very tense, but like at the end, when I came round to myself, like me, her and my cousin, we were all just like pissing ourselves laughing. It was just like hilarious. So that's my fainting story. Hopefully the only one. That was the funny one. Obviously the other one when I collapsed in work. I think I spoke about this before, but I went back to work earlier. I went back to work, I think it was like 3 months after my daddy. And I just knew in my heart and soul I wasn't ready, and everyone was like, you have to go back, you have to go back. And I was like, I think I know myself better than all of y'all. And I should have listened, because the first day back, or was it the second day back, I can't remember, I collapsed in work. I like kind of fell like onto like the big bag stacks, and I was just like like heavy breathing. It was really weird. I don't know if I think it was just too much on my, it was just too much. I went back to work like too soon. I think my body was just like, no, we can't do this right now, girl. But yeah, I have finished my skincare, so I'm going to leave it there. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.